It's time for the Wendy Williams Show. Today, couch talk with Oscar-nominated Hollywood A-lister Salma Hayek. Plus, dish from Grammy-winning international pop superstar Kylie Minogue. And celebrity chef Lorena Garcia teaches Wendy how to make a spicy Cuban classic. Now, here's Wendy.
We've got a fantastic show for you. Can you believe that Ben Affleck and his ex Jennifer Lopez are still in touch with one another? I know. I'm gonna give you all the details, and you know I've got my opinion. Let's talk about it. It's time for Hot Topics. Guys here, and all my guys, gays, and girls working here at the show are all a flurry with Salma Hayek and Kylie Minogue in the building. There's all kinds of hotness going on here. Yeah, I know. So now, we told you about Beyonce starring in that Clint Eastwood remake of A Star is Born. Do you remember last spring we were talking about that here on the show? As a matter of fact, I think this is the only place where anybody was talking about that. I never heard that any place but here. But it's true, nevertheless. Anyway, now she's quit the movie, and everyone's wondering why. I know. Well, here's the thing. Do you remember the original Star is Born with Barbra Streisand? That was a big, I mean, this movie would have been a huge look for Beyonce, another huge look in her career. But Beyonce is blaming her schedule for the reason that she's not going to be doing the movie. She says that she's working on new music and directing a documentary. Which makes sense. I mean, you know, we haven't had any new music in a while, a full Beyonce album and a documentary. Have we ever seen her direct? No, so that's good. Plus, she's busy with this is a good dress, isn't it? I mean, I bet you that's one of the House of Darion dresses. Some people don't like those dresses, but this is a good dress. Like, you look good in this dress, Beyonce. Anyway, back to A Star is Born, the remake. Okay, so like I said, Clint Eastwood, it's his remake, and the movie, they're saying it's hard to find a male lead. Hard to find a male lead for a Clint Eastwood directed A Star is Born? They said that they approached Bradley Cooper, Tom Cruise, and Leonardo DiCaprio, and they all said no. Well, why would you say no to A Star is Born and Clint Eastwood unless it's that you don't feel that Beyonce has risen to acting status for you to act opposite her? Do you know sometimes there's some actors and actresses that are very snobby. They don't want to act with, you know, talk show hosts or you know, singers or whatnot, you know? Maybe. Or is it Beyonce's decision to drop out after the fueled rumors of pregnancy? See, I don't think she's pregnant. These are the rumors, though. I don't think that she's pregnant. It's not about this dress. It's about this dress. Show that picture. Uh-huh. I don't think that she's pregnant. I think, first of all, she recently had a baby, so you know how the lower stomach gets. Second of all, you know how sometimes a dress fits all good up here, but then it goes all akimbo down here, all loose and bad fitting. Maybe it's an ill-fitting dress down below. So I don't think that she's pregnant. There are also rumors that her politics didn't mesh or don't necessarily mesh with Clint Eastwood's. You know, Clint Eastwood is pro-Romney. Remember, he talked to the empty chair. and Beyonce is pro-Obama. You know, he and Jay-Z had that fundraiser at 4040, his nightclub. Look how she's looking at the president, like a starstruck schoolgirl, right? I love that. I like that picture. But I tend to think that it's more about the political views because Clint Eastwood is very, very adamant about his politics, and also the thing where perhaps none of the leading men wanted to act with her. I mean, but she's acted before. One of my favorite movies that she does always comes on. It's called, you know, the one where she fights the white girl and Idris Elba's in it? Obsessed. Oh my gosh. In that movie Obsessed is everything. But maybe her acting in that movie didn't rise to the level so that she could act opposite Bradley Cooper. I don't know. Insiders are speculating that Beyonce may be replaced in A Star Is Born by, are you ready for this? Esperanza Spalding? You said the same thing when she won the Grammy. Do I have to remind you again that she's a jazz singer and she won a Grammy? She's already got the Barbra Streisand hair. And I have no idea who's going to play it. All I know is that this movie needs to be made. Beyonce, I wish that you were in this movie, but I understand. Esperanza Spalding, if you're going to do it, good luck. I mean, with Esperanza doing it. One more thing about the movie. Esperanza Spalding, to my recollection, has had no acting experience, but the late Whitney Houston hadn't done much acting, if any at all, when she did The Bodyguard, right? Yeah. What's his name? Kevin Costner took a chance on her, on an ingenue, so maybe one of these big A-list actors wants to take a chance on a brand new person to play in A Star Is Born. That's all I'm thinking. Anyway, okay. So now, it's Ben Affleck. It's making me mad. But if it's okay with Jennifer Garner, his wife, then I guess it's okay with us. But he's spilling juicy details about his relationship with Jennifer Lopez. Okay, so he told The Hollywood Reporter that he still keeps in touch with Jennifer Lopez. And here's what he says. He says, we have the kind of relationship where there'll be an email saying, oh, your movie looks great. I remember when she got Idol, I said, this was really smart, good luck. I touch base. I respect her, I like her. She's put up with a lot of stuff that was unfair in life, and I'm really pleased to see her successful. Sweet notion. I mean, we don't all hate all of our exes. You know, we're pleased if they go on and do well, but doesn't mean that we're going to be in touch with them like that. And what does Jennifer Garner say about this? And, you know, if Ben has this relationship with Jennifer Lopez and his wife Jennifer Garner knows about it, then keep it between them. There's something inappropriate about him talking about it in a magazine, so now we're all privy to know that he's in touch still with La Lopez. I mean, not for nothing, there's Jennifer Garner, perfectly lovely woman from the suburbs, and then there's La Lopez. There's Jennifer Garner and Ben, and now look at Ben when he was with Jennifer Lopez. Oh, yeah! She gave him a makeover, a spray tan, slick back hair. Jennifer Garner, well, she's a wonderful actress. She's got beautiful dimples and a great smile. She makes a better wife than Jennifer Lopez, considering there's no divorce in Jennifer Garner's life. It's just dangerous, I think, to stay in touch with an ex on those terms. You know, that's my opinion. So that brings us to our hot question of the day. Because I want to know what you think. Okay, listen very closely. Are not involved. Do you think that married people should still talk to their exes? Stay in touch. So then you agree with me. They're just as insecure then. I mean, anyway, I want to hear from you, okay? Go to our Facebook page and tell us what you think. And you can give us a reason for why you think what you think, but it's my opinion, if kids are not involved, then there's no need to keep in touch with any exes to muddy the water with the person that you're presently with. That's all. Okay, right? By the way, sir, that's all I'm saying too. And all I'm saying is your orange pants and your color blocking with your mint green sweater and your yellow top are everything. Yes. Yes. And I would thank you, and I would love to give you a little shoe cam too, as they are fabulous. This is how you dress when you come to the Wendy show. Thank you, sir. How you doing? Okay, so celebs have been dishing lots of juicy information in the November issues of different magazines. I've got all the details. It's time for Wendy's Got You Covered. As in magazine covers, I'm gonna cover all the November issues for you. Okay, have you been watching X Factor? Yes. Okay, perfect. Well, you thought that Britney Spears would be the star of the show, but it's actually turned out to be? Demi Lovato. Yes, yes. I've never met this young lady, but I really do love her. She's had a huge year. First, she had the #1 hit, Give Your Heart a Break. Then she's got the most fabulous top knot in all the land, doesn't she? She gives such good top knot. But, you know, not too long ago, Demi was seeking treatment for an eating disorder and also cutting. And we've talked to you about this here on Hot Topics. This was long before American Idol came along for her. You know, or X Factor. What show is it? Anyway, before X Factor came along, and so this girl has come a really long way to where she is right now. She recently told the November issue of Teen Vogue magazine about her friend cleanse. See, I believe in a friend cleanse too. Have you ever heard of that? She says, I did kind of a friend cleanse right after rehab where I weeded out people who didn't have my best interest at heart. Now I have friends who love me for who I am and don't care about what I'm doing. Most of them aren't in the industry. Some of them don't even know my songs. Love it. I love that. I love that. I mean, I don't necessarily think that you have to cut or you know, go to rehab for a friend cleanse. I've always believed that there's a reason and a season for particular friends, and when the season is over, so is your time with them. But anyway. And also, Demi is setting the record straight about her love life. You know, recently she was linked to Wilmer Valderrama, and also that One Direction star, Niall Horan? One Direction. That's the kids group. But anyway, she says no, she's single. She's focusing on herself, and she calls her stepdad Dad. And he, her stepdad, has an MBA in finance and helps manage her. And her mother is a former Dallas Cowboys cheerleader. And I mean, that's her mom next to her with that good red hair. And Demi also has a half-sister who played Eva Longoria's big mouth daughter, Juanita. That's her in the light blue on Desperate Housewives. That's her half-sister. So shout out to you, Demi Lovato. We really do love you here at Wendy. Okay, on to our next magazine cover story for November. It's Pink and her husband, Corey Hart. She's talking about Corey. What magazine was that? Oh, The Advocate magazine. Okay, this is the cover story of The Advocate magazine, and she's talking about how they have an X-rated version of the kiss and make up. You know, when you fight a long time and then you kiss and make up. She revealed that. She reveals that one time they had this fight that lasted for 6 hours, and they were screaming and yelling and stuff. And then she said this. She said to him, "You know what? Will you just come over here and F me?" Look. And he was like, well, what? She laughs. And she says, I was like, yeah, I'm done fighting. Just come over here and F me. That's all this is about. He was like, okay. And she goes on to describe herself as a pit bull. She says, I'm a pit bull, but a toothless pit bull. I will attack you, but I just really want you to rub my tummy. And that's why we love Pink. And that's another reason that makeup sex is really important. And then this week's People magazine, they did celebrities in their favorite rooms in their home. And so for this one, they did me. And so I chose our living room because it really reflects my personality. You know I love crafting and doing stuff. I love black walls and lots of color. I love homey with a touch of Liberace. Lots of color, and that's me. So anyway, I had fun. Thank you, People magazine. And you can pick up the New People magazine. It's on newsstands now. We have a fabulous show for you, everybody. Pop superstar Kylie Minogue is here. Plus, from Top Chef Masters, Lorena Garcia is here. And she's going to show me how to make the perfect Cuban sandwich. But up next, the beautiful and talented Salma Hayek. Keep it here. Thank you. Our first guest is one of Hollywood's most dazzling leading ladies. From her flawless skin to all that hair and that great body, she's got hotness down pat. She's an Oscar-nominated actress who shows off her funny side in the new movie. It's called Here Comes the Boom. Please welcome to our show, Salma Hayek Pino.
Oh, thank you. So are you.
Thank you. You know, we talk about you a lot here on the show in a great way.
Thank
the other
you.
day, do you remember during Hot Topics, we were talking about her big front page article in More magazine, and you said you're always at the limit of chubbiness.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
What does that mean? I mean, I know what it means, but tell people who don't.
Well, you know, it depends. Like, for America, I'm at the limit of chauvinist. For, like, some of the Latin countries, I'm like skinny as a stick.
Yes,
you
yes.
know. So, but like, if we're it depends what culture we're talking here. But if you compare me with most of the other actresses,
yes,
I am at the limit of chauviness, and that is like, I would like no,
but a lot of.
Oh, don't you pity me, huh?
Yeah!
No. I like to be here, and I don't think chubby is a bad word.
No.
No. Okay, maybe I'm saying the wrong word. Filled up, like.
Filled up. Well,
because rounded up. Because you see, this is the thing. I know, like, if I go a little bit, I'm at the limit. If I go a little bit, I don't look as good.
Do you get on the scale every day?
Not every day,
Not every
but
day.
I do it often,
You
and
know.
I go, okay, you know, one more bag of potato chips, and I don't wear into these clothes because I have like this size and then that size and then that size.
Yes.
So I live in like different areas.
But have you noticed that Lycra has kind of ruined it for women's waistlines because you can stretch up or stretch down and you really don't know what your true weight gain is because your clothes are constantly moving with you. Do you notice that?
But that's if you only wear Lycra, because let me tell you, I don't get in a lot of my jeans sometimes, huh? I have the jeans where you're like, oh no.
Yes.
But I live in the limit because I like to enjoy my food, and I know I can only go so far.
Yeah,
and if
we
I'm
do.
not gonna be like in front of you guys, I know I can go to like
You throw down.
level 3 of wardrobe.
Yes. So,
and then right before I go to 2, or for something very special, I go to 1.
yes. So when you were 23, when Selma was 23, she was a Mexican telenovela superstar in a telenovela called Teresa.
Right.
That is something else. And then explain what happened when you tried to make the transition here in America, because I find this story fascinating.
Well, I did really well. My show was #1. I mean, it had like 61 points of rating. I was super, super famous, and I wanted to do films, and I wanted to do other things. I didn't just want to do telenovelas, but there was no film industry in Mexico at the time.
So you went to Hollywood.
I came here, and I started as an extra. I started all over again. Mm-hmm. And
what did they tell you? The accent, the Zoftic figure?
First of all, I didn't know anybody. I didn't speak English very well. I didn't have a green card or a driver's license. I didn't have any friends, you know, or family, or nothing. So that was a little bit hard, but I will tell you what got me through it. That I would arrive at a restaurant, like I'd go like to a fancy restaurant.
Yes.
You know? And I remember one time, somebody really famous got out of a car, and there was no big deal because there was no paparazzi at the time. And then I get out of my little car. I don't want to say the name of the other person, but he was I'm tempted. He was a big, big star at the time.
Yes, what happened?
I was a nobody, and then I get out, and all the ballet parkers, oh, Salma Hayek, Teresa!
Oh,
And
they knew you.
Yeah, he turned around and looked at me. They don't even care about him.
Yes.
I went into the restaurant, all the boss boys, everybody from the kitchen came out. Salma Hayek's in the restaurant, you know?
That's a good one.
I was like, amongst my people,
Yes.
I was huge.
But you broke down barriers in Hollywood. Now you're this big, giant star. And by the way, you know, Selma is not just an actress, but she also directed and executive produced Ugly Betty. That's this Selma Hayek. And also...
I did not direct Ugly Betty, just produced it. Just executive produced it. But I directed other things, but not Ugly Betty.
Frida.
I produced Frida and acted in it and wrote some drafts. But I directed a video with Jada.
And Prince.
And Prince,
So-
and a movie for Showtime.
Yeah. So, you know, you're a very well-rounded woman here in Hollywood. And by the way...
I told you that. I was rounded.
Your daughter, Valentina, is beautiful.
Oh, she's so cute.
I see you with her a lot, you know, in the magazines. And I remember when you gave birth to her, you were 41 years old.
Yeah.
And I wanted to know from you, are you glad that you waited until your 40s to have a baby?
Yes. Well, first of all, for all those people that are distracted, counting, I'm 46 now. So you can pay attention again to what I'm about to say. Yes, I think that you gotta find, if you have the luxury to have a child with the man you love and,
Yes.
and the one that is great for you,
Yes.
it's worth waiting, you know? And also, you are a better person, you're more, I'm a better person
You're
now,
more grounded.
because
It's
you're more
not all
grounded,
about...
you're more mature.
I try to tell, you know, we have a portion of the show we do Ask Wendy, and sometimes, you know, young people in their 20s, they'll have questions pertaining to getting married and, you know, having babies and, you know, what to do. And I always say, listen, and I'm 48, but everything happened for me a little bit later on, and I'm glad that it did. I think that your 20s are for dating and going girls' nights out and messing up with your career or doing well with your career, right?
And learning.
And learning. And you're just, the 40s are just so,
But when messing up with men too, I mean, you can make your mistakes then.
I know. And then get the right one
And then
like you
get
did.
the right one.
So you have a very glamorous life. Selma, you know, lives between Paris and LA.
Mostly in Paris.
Mostly in Paris.
Yeah.
Which house has the better closet?
Oh, I complain about the closet in both houses. I need a bigger closet.
What's your favorite thing regarding...
Well, in Paris, I have better stuff.
Better stuff in Paris.
Yeah.
Do you like handbags, dresses, shoes, jewelry? Like, what's your one favorite thing to purchase or get as a gift from your husband?
I like it all. I like dresses, but of course, if you don't have the right shoes for the dress, you know, or the belt or the earrings,
Yes.
you gotta put it all together.
Now, your skin is gorgeous. You
Thank you
can't
so
see this
much.
through the TV, but I can see you have on not so much makeup at all. What do you, yeah, but not a whole, like I've seen, you know, you see more
It's
close
well
up.
put on.
It's
put
good.
on.
What do you do with your skin?
You know, I have a beauty line, and I do have to say, I don't do injections on my face, and I don't do Botox. No, but I don't judge it, you know, but if you get the right cream, it's amazing what you can do if you have a good routine and you are constant and you get the right creams. So I made some creams, it was my dream, with this stuff that I know from Mexico that works. My dream was to make the best cream in the world, but that everyone could afford.
Oh.
Because a lot of the really expensive creams,
Yes.
they could be done for very little money, but they charge a lot because they're very good. So I wanted to do it just as good, but not charge a lot. So I have this line in CBS of you know,
Nice.
beauty care and also makeup and hair. It's called
She does it all. Don't you love this woman? Up next, we're going to find out about Selma's new movie. It's called Here Comes the Boom. Stay here. Don't miss it.
show, then you have to go to the hospital.
Last time I went to the hospital, it actually cost me more than I made in the fight, so you gotta help me.
But I would have to reset it.
Look, whatever you gotta do, then make it happen.
All right.
Okay, you gotta go easy first. No, foot not going there.
All right, you're right. I just gotta find the right angle over. I'm sorry. Okay, you're gonna be all right.
You can't go above. Okay, that's past the level that I just said I can't go, though, okay?
Sorry.
We're back with Salma Hayek. Salma Hayek, Pino. We love Kevin James, and we definitely love
Me
you.
too.
The movie is called Here Come the Boom, and it looks like a lot of fun. The interesting thing is that we're so used to seeing you do romance and, you know, just muy caliente. And then there you are being funny. Do you enjoy comedy more now?
Always I enjoy comedy more, but they would hire me sometimes in comedies. But the guys don't want you to do the jokes. They just want you to look pretty and feed them the lines so they can sound funny.
Yes.
You know? And so normally I wouldn't get to be funny, but Adam and Kevin, they're really great. They let me do some physical comedy, improvise. I get to do some jokes, and I love it. I love comedy.
What was Kevin James like off camera? I just have to ask that because I've always found him attractive, number one. You know, women like funny men. But also, in our house, my son and I, we catch every Kevin James movie.
I love him.
Bart, Moral Cop, like all of them.
I know.
And so what was he like?
Okay, first of all, his wife is the prettiest woman you've ever seen in your life.
Yes. She's Asian, right?
Oh, she's
yes.
shocking.
I remember when he got married.
She's shocking, and she is lovely, and she is so good with the kids and with him. It's a beautiful family. It really is a beautiful family, and the whole environment, you know, when people are happy and they're kind.
Do you bring Valentina to the set with you?
Yeah,
when
they're
you do
best
movies?
friends with the kids,
Oh.
and with Adam Sandler kids. They're all the same age. It's
Nice.
a whole generation,
His
you know?
daughter, I've seen, I don't know how many children he has, but he has this one daughter to die. I see in the tabloids sometimes he's carrying her and stuff. Oh my God, she's cute.
They got one little boy, and the two girls are around the same age as Valentina.
Yeah.
So they have a blast. They all go to the set and they play in the trailers. They go from trailer to trailer.
That's perfect. How long did that movie take to do?
I don't remember, like 2 months maybe?
2 months.
2 months, yeah.
We were talking the other week with Alfre Woodard, and she was saying that it was like 18 days or something or another to shoot a movie that she had worked on. I said, really? Wow,
That was fast.
Quick. Yes, very quick.
But sometimes they can put together all your scenes,
Yes.
you know, it depends. And sometimes they keep you there forever and you're not really working that much, but you have to, you know, be there. But this was a lot of fun, and I love the film. It's really sentimental, and it's not just about fighting.
Yeah.
It's about, because
Laughter?
No,
It's funny.
it's about the school losing the music program.
Oh, so there's a message in it.
And there's a lot of very important messages, and how important it is also as communities for us to not just complain about what the government is not doing, but do something ourselves.
Can I ask you something very random before I let you go? I'm watching you talk. You're very glamorous. Do you drive when you're in LA? Like, do you physically get the keys and drive the car?
I
Don't
drive.
you ever wonder that about some of your starlets? Do you drive?
I don't drive in Paris,
Oh, see?
but I do drive in LA sometimes.
Uh-huh.
And then I have a ranch.
Oh.
And there I drive the tractor, baby. I
Oh.
drive the truck.
Isn't that nice? It was really nice to meet you,
I
Salma Hayek,
garden.
Pino.
So I'm like all my different personalities, you know. In Paris I have the drive, in LA I drive sometimes, and in the ranch I'm just like the
You're our
farmer.
kind of girl, though.
Yeah.
Like a real girl. She loves to eat, and she drives a tractor, and she acts, and she produces, and she does all that stuff. Listen to me. Her new movie is called Here Comes the Boom. It's out in theaters today. Salma Hayek, Pino, everybody. Keep it here. Up next from Top Chef Masters, Lorena Garcia is going to show us how to make the perfect Cuban sandwich. Keep it here. Our next guest is a celebrity chef, a cookbook author, and she recently brought the Latin flavor as a contestant on Top Chef Masters. Today, she's gonna show us how to make something that I've been dying to have in a good way, and I'm talking about a Cuban sandwich. Please welcome Chef Lorena Garcia.
Yay!
Lorena.
Thank goodness. Thank you so much.
I was just telling everybody the other day that I've never had a really good Cuban sandwich, so thank you for coming.
Of course.
Explain to everybody exactly what a Cuban sandwich is.
Okay, guys, what a Cuban sandwich, this was originated in Cuba, right? And it's actually a pressed sandwich that has some meats, some cheese, mustard, pickles. So now, when the immigrants came to Cuba, from Cuba to Miami, right, to Florida, they brought this sandwich with them. So, you know, it's always a sandwich that you can have, you know, in the afternoon, in the morning. Usually the workers are the ones that have it before going to work.
It's perfect. All right, let's get started.
Let's do this.
And,
so, you know, I wanted to make, this is my variation. I put a little bit of turkey instead of ham. I used a little bit of pork, so it's white meat with cheese. So I wanted to make this mustard sauce, right? You need a blender.
Okay.
Very simple. So we're gonna do cilantro. Everybody knows that I love cilantro.
Yes, cilantro is good. It's
Cilantro's
interesting
good.
because I've always seen the ham with the Cuban sandwich, but I like that you could do your
Do you want to help
variation.
me do this?
No, well, I'm waiting to eat.
She's smart. You know, I do the cooking. Okay, so we're gonna put a little bit of low-fat mayo, okay, in the blender. Parmesan cheese, if it is Reggiano, even better. So now, we go, guys, with garlic. This is gonna give it a little bit of a scent to the
Chunky
sauce.
garlic.
Exactly. Pepper. Check this out. We have lemon juice,
Oh.
vinegar,
So
water.
I'm seeing already. Go ahead, water.
Okay. A little bit of salt, not much, just a pinch. And we're gonna do mustard. Usually because a Cuban sandwich has mustard.
Is that
we're gonna
Dijon?
do Dijon, we're gonna go heavy on the mustard, okay?
Now, the thing is that
Nice.
clearly the key to the good sandwich is the sauce.
Así es. Very, very important. Usually the Cubans just put mustard on it, but I wanted to make, you know, a little bit of cilantro mustard
You
sauce
want to
in
put
it.
some sazon on it.
Sazon, you go, girl. I love it. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna press
This
this
blender
for-
works like the one at my house.
Right,
Not at all.
right. Thank God for magical television, we have already one
Yes.
made.
Oh, it's green.
It's green, so it has a little bit of mustard,
And a
right?
kick.
A kick with the garlic and the mustard. So check this out. We're gonna press first the bread, so you have a little bit of a toasty, crunchy thing going on in the bread.
You don't mind
so
if
it's
I
already-
start, do you?
No, of course not. So we're gonna toast it. Then we're gonna take the cilantro spread, mustard spread, and we're gonna spread it all over the both sides of the sandwich, okay?
Now, this bread feels like something special. Does it matter what kind of bread?
It is, well, you can have Cuban bread or hoggy roll, both works.
I think a Cuban
So this is what
would
we're
be
gonna do,
better.
guys. Cheese. If you like it cheesy and, you know, very, very, very nice melted, you're gonna put the cheese right on the bread.
Okay.
Okay, so it melts first. Then you're gonna have a little bit of turkey and
Pork.
pork.
I eat
Both
pork.
white meats. There you go.
Okay.
So you put one in a little side and then in the other one, okay? This is going good. How we doing, guys? You getting it? You're getting it, you're getting it.
Okay, where is the...
So now, pickles. Check this out. Pickles inside. You gotta go with the pickles.
Okay.
We're gonna, now, check it out. We're gonna take it, now this, you're gonna put it on the press.
On
Here
the
it
press.
is. Check this out, honey.
Oh my gosh, okay, it's done.
Melted. Let me put this on the side. Are you ready to grab it? I'm gonna just grab it with the hands.
Oh.
Check it out. So now, you're going to cut it in half in a bias.
Okay.
There you go. Check this sandwich out, huh? This is fantastic. Melted. You're gonna
Oh, my
see
God.
the mustard cilantro sauce. This is hot, huh? The turkey.
good.
If you want to replace the turkey for the ham, go for it. Now,
If
what
you're
I
saucy like
what
me,
I
you
made
like
for
a little-
Wendy because she loves spicy food. I took jalapenos, habaneros, any chili that you have in your house. Now, check this out. You're gonna put vinegar, water, and sugar equal parts. With a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of clove spices, you're gonna let it cook low and slow for 20 minutes, and you're gonna get these amazing
I'm not lying to you.
peppers.
This is the best Cuban sandwich I've ever had in my life.
So, I want you to try this pepper and tell me what you think. These are caramelized jalapenos and habaneros. Are you ready? Yeah!
wow.
What do you think?
Sweet and spicy.
Sweet and spicy. There you go.
What are those drinks?
Isn't it great? You like it? A little bit of lemonade just for the spicy. I
Okay,
don't know.
come.
This girl can take spicy.
I love
love
it.
it.
Spicy. Lorena Garcia, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, my
Log on to wendyshow.com. The food is good, the recipe's there. We'll be right back. So, next guest is an international pop superstar selling over 68 million records worldwide. It all started with her mega hit, Locomotion, and 25 years later, she's still the reigning queen of dance music. Please welcome the gorgeous Kylie Minogue. I love your outfit.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming. It's nice to see you. Selma wanted to wait for you. Did you see her as you were coming in?
I did see her. I had a lovely catch up.
Yes, I'm excited to have you here on the couch. You don't remember, I'm sure, but 25 years ago when you did Locomotion,
You played it.
I was a disc jockey here in New York.
Thank you.
At a radio station called Hot 103.5, and you were one of our core artists. So, so congratulations for surviving.
And you.
Thank
and
you. Yeah, isn't that nice? We're
you know,
both in our 40s too, doing it.
It's amazing, yeah.
Yeah. And you were recently voted the UK's best butt in the UK. Best butt. Is that a lot of
recent?
Is that a lot of pressure?
No, I let it do its thing, you know. I was thinking, like, Salma and you, by the way, you got the front,
Yes.
and I'll do the back.
The back.
You know what I mean? We got the whole thing wrapped up.
Do you mind? Does it put you on the spot if I just asked you to stand up? We can give you some butt cam.
I don't know if it's
I just want to look at that butt.
I've never heard of such a thing. How do I do this?
Welcome to the Wendy Show.
Okay, hang on. Let me just shimmy
Give it to this one right here.
Where is it?
There's the camera. Oh,
Okay.
that camera? Okay.
Just for the record, I've never done this before, but just for Wendy. You know, that's going to be
Good
a
enough.
GIF. Sorry. Sorry, Mom. Sorry, Dad.
Why are you saying sorry now? We've seen
all
you
right.
perform.
That's true.
You've shaken your butt in less clothes.
This is very true.
I've been
very
doing
true.
it for a long time. Listen, you know, Lady Gaga and Christina Aguilera, they've recently been criticized for their weight gains. It's got to be tremendous pressure for all three of you and the rest of you pop stars to be in the public eye and everybody watching your weight go up and down. And what are your thoughts on those two and the criticism?
You know, I think it might turn out to be a good thing that they're standing up for themselves. They're saying, I feel good. What more can you do than feel good?
Yes.
I mean, I think this look that we're supposed to strive for is really unattainable, and it's often unhealthy.
Yeah.
So good for them.
Yes.
Yeah.
And now Madonna, Kylie, you know, is often compared to Madonna. Do you guys know one another?
I've only met her one time.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, like very briefly.
How long
so
ago was that?
It was maybe 2001, something like that.
What was the occasion? How was it?
It was MTV Awards, and it was backstage, and she, on that show, she actually wore a T-shirt with my name on it, so I was a bit blown away.
That's this picture right here. Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Now,
She looks amazing there.
on a more serious note, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and Kylie, you've been breast cancer free for 2 years?
In complete remission, yeah.
Yeah. Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you. What are some of the things that helped you get through the rough times?
Oh, listen, you reach out for any little sign, anything that can help you, and for me, most important was family, obviously, friends and family, and actually fans, people around the world. Obviously, I was bunkered down. I was trying to deal with everything and not really interacting with the real world that much. But I felt the energy. I felt the positive vibes coming, and I really appreciated that.
Did you go for a mammogram and then they told you, or you were in the?
I did, yeah. I felt something, and I was checked out. And initially, I was told, "Oh, that's nothing. Forget about it." So I did forget about it, and it turned out that very shortly after that, it was something I would never forget. It was a very different story. So
Everybody, more with this interesting lady. It's Kylie Minogue. She's got a new movie. It's called Holy Motors, and we're going to talk about that next. Keep it here. You know, superstar Kylie Minogue. Kylie's got a lot of stuff going on, including a new album and a new movie. Let's start with the album.
It's called Abbey Road Sessions, and it celebrates my 25th year in the music business, and it's all orchestral versions of my songs.
Including Locomotion.
Including Locomotion, actually a great version of Locomotion. Yeah.
Perfect. And the movie, Holy Motors, what's that about?
Oh, we need a whole episode to talk about that. It's like this surreal journey of a guy who lives in Paris. That's a really bad summary,
the abridged
but it's
version.
very amazing.
Is this your first time acting?
No, I'm like Salma. I started out on a soap opera in Australia.
You
way
did?
Back. Yeah. Well, there was a #1 show there.
And then the music came after the acting. How interesting. Well, we would love to have you come back and perform.
I need to come
and
back.
do more couch chat. Thank you so much for stopping by. It was good catching up with you. This is Kylie Minogue, everybody, and Holy Motors, which is her new movie. It opens in New York on October 17th, and her new album comes out on November 6th, and we will be right back. Keep it here. Kick off a weekend. I had the best time today. I want to thank my special guest, Salma Hayek, and also Kylie Minogue, and our chef friend, Lorena Garcia. My co-host, my studio audience, you know, I can't do this show without them. On Monday, we've got the very funny, very outspoken Joy Behar, and we're also going to show you the latest trends in outerwear to keep you warm for the winter on Monday. Also next week, a few big shows, including some of my favorite guests like Brandy, Lauren Conrad, Mario Lopez, Dita Von Teese. I know. Have a wonderful weekend. I love you for watching today, and I'll see you next time on Wendy. Bye-bye.